Hello everyone, my name is Eryka binti Rozainy and my student ID is 2023600816, and today I'll be presenting my solution for the data structures assignment 2. The assignment involved creating an inventory application using linked list, stack and queue data structures. The application supports various operations like storing, deleting, searching and displaying book records along with calculating price statistic. Let's dive into the details. So the overview of the application. In this project, I created a book inventory application that uses a linked list to store book records. Each book has attributes such as an ID, title, author, year, quantity, and price. The program allows users to perform several operations like viewing all records, adding new book, deleting book by their ID, searching for books by ID, and also calculating price statistics such as total, average, highest, and lowest price. Data structures I use include a linked list for storing the books, a stack for certain operations, and a queue for others. There are 7 classes that I use in my application. The first one is book class, the second one is linked list class, empty exception list class, note class, stack class, queue class, and the last one is my book inventory app.
Now I will explain the book class. The book class is the foundation of the application where we store the details of each book in the inventory. This class has several important fields and methods. For the attributes, we have ID, which is a unique identifier for each book. We have title for the title of the book. We have author, the author of the book. We also have year, the publication year of the book. We also have the quantity, the number of copies available in the inventory, and we also have price, which is the price per copy of the book. Next, we also have constructors. For the default constructor, initialize all the attributes with default values xxx, 0 and 0.00. This ensures that even if no values are passed, we have a valid object. For the normal constructor, initialize a book object with specific values passed to it. This constructor allows creating books with real data. Then, we also have getters and setters. These are the standard methods that allow us to retrieve and update the values of the attributes. For example, the getTitle method returns the title of the book, while setTitle allows us to set a new title. For total price method, this method calculates the total price of the book by multiplying the quantity with the price. It's essential for calculating the total cost for each book in the inventory. For toString method, the toString method is overridden to provide formatted string representation of a book details. This makes it easier to display the book's information in a readable format. Next, we have the linked list class. This class is used to store the books in a linear list. It manages the nodes that contain the actual data. For the attributes, we have head, tail, and current. These are references used to manipulate the list. Head point to the first node, tail point to the last node, and current is used for iteration through the list. For the methods, is empty, this method checks if the list is empty by verifying if the head is null. For insert at front and insert at back, these methods add a node at the front or back of the list. If the list is empty, the new node becomes both the head and tail. Then we have size method. This method counts the total number of nodes in the list, which give the number of books in the inventory. Then we have getHead method, which is this method returns the head node of the list, which is used to traverse the list. Then we have remove method, which is this method remove a node from the list based on its ID. It searches through the list and updates the head author accordingly. Then for the node traversal, get first and get next. These methods help in traversing the list. For the get first method, fetch the first node, and the get next method returns the data of the next node in the list. Lastly, in the linked list, we have print method, which is this method traverses the entire list and returns a string containing the data of all nodes formatted for display. Next, we have the empty list exception class. This is a custom exception that handles errors when an operation is attempted on an empty list. For instance, if we try to pop an element from an empty stack or the queue from an empty queue, we throw this exception. This has constructors. One with a default error message, and another that allows a customer error message to be passed when throwing the exception. Now, let's look at the stack class. The stack is a last in, first out data structure, meaning the last element added is the first one to be removed. There are several methods in this stack class. The first one is about push method. This method inserts an object at the front of the stack using the insert front method from the linked list. Next, we have pop method, which is this remove the top element of the stack front of the list. If the stack is empty, it throws an empty list exception. Then we have pick method. This method returns the top of object of the stack without removing it. Then we have this empty method. This checks if the stack is empty by calling is empty from the linked list. Then lastly, we have print method. This method prints the stack by using the print method from the linked list. Next, the queue class implement a queue, which is a first in first out data structure. In a queue, the first element added is the first one to be removed. There are several methods used in this class. The first one is enqueue method. This adds an object to the back of the queue using insert at back. Next, we have dequeue method. This removes the first element from the queue, throwing an empty list exception if the queue is empty. Next, we have get front method. This returns the first element of the queue without removing it. Then we have get end method. This returns the last element of the queue without removing it and then re-enqueues it to maintain the queue order. And we have is empty method. This check if the queue is empty using is empty method from the linked list. And lastly, in this class, we have print method. As usual, like in the stack class, this method prints the queue by using print method from linked list. Now, let's take a look at the node class. The node class represents a single item in the linked list, stack or queue. The attribute used in this class is object data. This holds the actual data of the node, which in our case will be a book object. Then we have node next. This points to the next node in the list. The methods that we use in this class, getters and setters. These allow us to access and modify the data and next attribute. And to string method, this method returns a string representation of the data in the node. I will walk you through my book inventory app, which manages a simple book inventory system. This application allows you to perform operations like viewing record, adding books, deleting books, searching for books by ID, and displaying price statistics. First, we have two key components initialized here. Blist. This is an instance of the linked list class that stores the book records. We use this list to manage the books in our inventory. This is a scan object which is used to take input from the user during the interaction. Now let's dive into the main method. This method is the entry point of the application. First, we call initialize sample data to add a sample book to the inventory when the application starts. Then we enter a loop where the menu is displayed and the user is asked for their choice. Based on the user's input, we call handle menu choice to execute the corresponding action. The loop continues until the user select option 6 to exit the application. In the initialize sample data method, I created a simple book and inserted it at the front of the linked list using insert at front. This ensures that when the app starts, there is at least one book in the inventory. Here we have the display menu method. It displays the option available to the user. The menu provides the following choices. The first one is view records, add a new book records, delete a book record by its ID, view price statistic, search for a book by its ID, and lastly is the exit for the application. This method will help user navigate through the app. Next, the handle menu choice method takes the user's choice and perform the corresponding action depending on the choice. View record is called to display all book. Add record is called to add a new book. Delete record deletes a book by its ID. Display price statistics shows the price statistic. Search by ID allows searching for a book by ID. If the user enters an invalid choice, the program will notify them to try again. The view record methods displays all the book in the inventory. If the inventory is empty, it prints a message. Otherwise, it prints each book's details including ID, title, author, year, quantity, unit price, and total price. The data is retrieved by iterating through the linked list of books. In the add record method, the user is prompted to enter the book's details such as ID, title, author, year, quantity, and price. Once all the details are gathered, a new book object is created and it is added to the front of the linked list using insert at front. Okay, then we move to the delete record method. This method allows the user to remove a book by its ID. It prompts the user for the ID of the book to delete and then uses the remove method of the linked list to remove it. If the book is found, it is removed and a success message is shown. Otherwise, a message saying the book ID wasn't found is displayed. Okay. Then we move to the search by ID method. It allows the user to search for a book by its unique ID. It checks each book in the linked list and displays the details of the matching book. If no match is found, it notifies the user. Then we move to the display price statistics method. Calculates and display. Okay, it displays the total price of all book and the average price per book, the highest price and the lowest price along with the book titles. This help provide valuable insight into the inventory pricing structure. In the conclusion, this book inventory app offers a complete book inventory management system. Now, let's dive into the output of the book inventory app The output primarily consists of messages displayed in the console, which provide feedback to the user after they perform different operations like adding, deleting, searching for books, and viewing statistics. So let's start. So first thing first, it will display the menu. The user choose the options from 1 until 6. The first one is view record one, and it will display the existing book in the system. B01, the silent observer, and the details. So let's say if user want to add record, it will choose 2 and insert the book ID B02, enter the book title Atomic Habits, enter author's name, which is James Clear, enter year published in 2018, enter quantity 3, and enter price is 20 ringgit, and the successfully added new book message will display. So let's say if user want to view records again, it will display the new add record will display. So what if user want to add record again? It will choose 2 and enter the details such as book ID, book ID B03, enter the book title is The Power of Now, and the author's name is Michael Obama, and the enter year is 2012, enter quantity, let's say 2, enter price is 30 ringgit 99 cent, and the successfully added new book message will display as usual. So as you can see here, when user choose view record, the new records will display. And then if user want to delete record by ID, let's say B03, and the message book with ID B03 removed from linked list will display. And enter view record, the deleted book ID will not display at the view records. So if user want to see the price statistic, it will enter 4, and the display price statistic such as total price, average total price per book, highest price, and lowest price will display. Then let's say if user want to search by ID, enter 5, like B01, the details will display from the menu from the system. Then let's say if user already done with the choices, and if they want to exit, enter 6, and it will display thank you, have a good time message.